Shut up and sit down.
Shut down, getting elimination on King Cole. And it takes down. Shut down. On the road. Shut down, getting a down on two.
Down again, throw. Great. Cole is red. Moving in, getting elimination. Shut down also suffering.
No, actually, Wolf is actually having a stroke.
I am?
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Going up. One ammo bag. I think don't put the ammo bag in front of the.
I'm so confused.
Let's just go to the game. just go.
Welcome everyone to Amateur Hour Commentary. I am the Wolf Breeze, and joining me is Timber. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing well. Nice to be here. Thanks for having me along for the ride.
Heck yeah. We are going to be covering Week 3 of the Indy Gaming League Circuit 3v3 match between Amateur Hour and RK Crumb Dumpster. It is going to be a good evening. We are just getting into the lobby. I am the temporary glow stick buddy. And if we can, we're going to go over the stats real quick because they are about to start. So going over to Amateur Hour, let's look at what they're doing so far. In total, right now they have won 1 match, lost 1. They have 28 total goals and 19 against them. 5 games won, 4 lost with a win percentage of 56%, putting them currently in 12th place. They beat Whiffing Force in Week 1, 3-1. In Week 2, they fought diligently and hard against Starlit Alpha, who is currently sitting, I believe, in the top 5. I'm going to have to go back and check that stat, but they lost against them 3-2. And over on RK, Crumb Dumpster, they haven't won one yet in the past 2 weeks. They lost both. They have 14 goals for them, but 26 against. That's a pretty substantial number. They won 1 game, but lost 6 with only a game win percentage of 14%, currently putting them in 28th place. They went up against Starlit Alpha in Week 1, lost 3-0, and against Balanced Eclipse, losing 3-1. So with all that being said, how do you think tonight is going to go, Timber?
I mean, I think obviously AHC is the favorite based on the record and everything else, but this game is kind of unusual. I think that the matchups play a big part of it. So I think AHC and every team that plays this game has a good strategy. They do what they do and they figure out their game, but it all depends. I mean, a little bit like the game we play on the side. It all depends a lot on how their strategy matches up against the other team. So, you know, you never know when you get an upset. You never know when you get an even match against a team that's doing as well as AHC versus a team that like CK that's not doing quite as well, but we'll see what develops here.
Yeah, and with how well AHC performed against Starlit Alpha last week, those matches were incredibly close. I was on the edge of my seat. You couldn't see because we were watching, but every single match, every single block, especially by Scuba Steve, who has shown prominence and dominance on defense, really saving his team many, many times. They put up an incredible fight, and I have a feeling that they're going to take this one. But it sounds like everybody's loading in, and here we go into our very first round. And right off on the face-off, Titch going up against Aiden and losing that face-off.
Scuba Steve going up and bouncing out towards center court.
Titch with a nice clear.
This is just a fun game to watch, man.
It is so fun to watch, especially with the speed and accuracy. Some of these guys play so well. They can hit the ball with such accuracy and flying through the air like that, as Scuba Steve just missing the shot. It's really impressive, and really it doesn't give credit to the amount of time and practice that they put into this game, because flying into the air like that is not easy. And Paco!
Oh, shoot. Off to the side. Paco ran that one into the net and just missed.
A great defensive play by RK. But still, AHC on a little baby tear. And there's a Rule 1. You cannot break Rule 1. That would be blasphemous. So Titch and Aiden caught in the Rule 1 until a goal is scored or someone breaks it. And now we're sitting at a 2v2.
That one on the break. Let's go back.
Steve shooting. Cookie Monster there to save. And there's another shot. Steve and Paco really applying the pressure. Can they get the goal? And there it is, Steve!
Oh, Scuba Steve bangs it home.
With a shot off of a post shot. Passing to
Picked up
himself.
his own rebound.
Beautiful work in that Rule 1, man.
What's that? You're in like a timeout, basically, with both players?
No, it's like this unwritten agreement that if you ever run into each other and get stuck while both trying to go forward, it's considered a Rule 1 and you never break it. It's kind of like an unwritten rule. I don't know the origin of it. I'm still kind of brushing up on my Rocket League. And there's a shot by Aiden, bringing it downtown and tying it up now 1-1. Yeah, Rule 1. I'm still trying to brush up on my history of Rocket League, and I'm going to determine what the origin of that is. But I've been told you break it, you're going to have a mark against your name.
Gotcha. And I give Aiden props just for wearing that cowboy hat. That was pretty impressive, too.
Oh, he is running this field like a rodeo. Paco with good defense there. Blasting that ball up court, keeping the pressure on RK's side of the field.
Yeah, banging it out. Titch is going for it in the corner. Puts it up high. Steve is waiting for the defense.
Paco with a nice save, bouncing it back out to corner. Good rotation by Amateur Hour as they push forward.
Center court. Shot on net, off to the side.
Titch trying to bump it
Big
forward.
shot.
And RK missing big time. Cookie Monster bumping it in. Aiden screwing it up for his teammate. Major error there.
Titch bangs it out, going across center court. He's running with it. Oh, with a blast with the demo. Back into the corner for Scoop Steve. Keeping it tight, keeping it tight.
And running up against the wall, getting close to the goal. Titch flying in, just missing that touch. Steve trying to...
Oh!
Paco trying to push that one in.
Oh.
Well, lollygagging there in the net for RK.
Pitch with a hard shot on that.
And rejected. Steve with a good defense, chasing the ball out to midfield, getting a demo. Cookie Monster in Edbot. Now applying the pressure. Amateur Hour playing a lot of defense here. Good 50-50 there by Edbot, keeping it alive on AHC territory. Here we go, Scuba Steve.
Waiting with the head on net.
Getting a good clear here.
Now he's defending his own net.
Nice shot by Steve, but rejected by Edbot.
All right, Titch, come on, make it happen here.
Edbot running on almost no boost.
Paco driving it on the wall, bringing it, brought it right to the net. Didn't finish, got another demo.
Titch flying through midfield.
Big high shot. Oh!
What a save! Cookie Monster there to save his team from another goal.
Shots are going high. Got to bring them down a little bit. They're going to want to score.
A couple of pass attempts off of the backboard by Amateur Hour, but there's no one there to follow up, unfortunately. And Steve with a big save!
Steve, oh my God. That was as good as goal. That was a beautiful save.
Passing out to Paco with a nice clear towards goal. Can he get the rebound? No. Cleared out to the left side of the field. Titch flying up. Nice touch, but Edbot there to clear it. Paco there for the return. Bouncing off the side wall. AHC really trying to push it into the goal here. Not finding net. Only finding RK. Titch with another nice clear out to the corner. 10 seconds left. Let's see if they can get a goal here. RK pushing it back out. Paco with a big save there to keep it tied. And we might go into overtime. Ball still in the air.
Yes, we will.
Scuba Steve flying up, trying to get the bounce. Cookie Monster trying to ground it. And there it is. It's grounded. We're in overtime.
I'll tell you what, that was some pretty exciting stuff. I mean, that was pretty dominant on AHC's side, but we're right back in action, so I can't really talk too much.
Yeah, Scuba Steve.
Goaltending.
He has really saved Amateur Hour from a lot of potential goals. He is a very strong player on their team and he goes up!
Scuba Steve scores. He goes defense and then offense. The pass from Twitch across the center of the, whatever the hell this thing's called, like a court. And buries it into the net. It was really nice.
Very nice corner pass by Titch. Steve there and getting a quick shot on goal, finishing it up in overtime, making the score now 2-1.
And a really quick hello to Raptor Claw, Karen Be Happy, Cinderella. I think I saw Drywall Dude, Hank. Great to see all of you on here right now. Not like the games we're usually hosting. There's no lull in the action on this, so it goes right back into it. So very cool to see. What a fun freaking game, man.
It is really intense, really fast paced, and you got to keep your eyes peeled for everything that's happening because you just never know what's going to be going on. You know, right when you think one team is going to take it upfield and get an easy goal, as we've seen time and time again, Scuba Steve or even Cookie Monster are there sitting in wait, getting a nice clear.
Yeah, I think AHC is kind of dominating as far as the side of the court that they're playing on, but not dominating gameplay because they're not scoring a ton of goals. It's basically 1-0 right now, right?
Yeah.
No 0. Well,
it's 1-0 right now. Amateur Hour with the lead and missing the save. And it looks like Scuba Steve couldn't get around to get the save. Edbot there to get a nice goal.
Nice.
Here we are back at face-off. Scuba Steve taking the lead here, winning that face-off, pushing it into RK territory. Paco there for the challenge. Off the backboard, Steve getting a good clear, but no one there from his team to respond. Oh, missing the touch, what a fake! Oh, Steve with another big save! And what a whiff by Titch. A good challenge, keeping it alive. They don't want to go down another point. There it is, Paco with a nice shot.
Nice job, Paco.
Nice pass by Steve, clearing it out from the corner, putting it center just where you want it when you see your teammate flying around the other side of the field.
Yep. Hank, I hear you, buddy. When you're sucking at firewall, you just got to move on, man. Good days ended on that shit. That's for damn sure.
Although they didn't win the face-off there, they still kept it in RK territory. Steve, again, even though not back in goal, definitely keeping it away from his side of the field.
I say, having Steve back on defense like that really enables Titch and Paco to really get some forward-moving offensive plays going.
And knowing what I know after watching both Titch and Paco play, they have very good chemistry when it comes to offense. Neither one of them are superb on defense, which really kind of makes Steve the star on defense, and Titch and Paco, the strikers for offense.
Absolutely, I agree with that. I mean, we got a demo. Steve just bangs it down court. He's going for the offense, too.
Now, RK struggling getting it out of their
He's
field.
a shot on net. I don't know. I think
So close. What a good save. Little bump on Titch, who's rushing back to support his teammate. Steve missing it. Paco clearing it out towards the corner. Edbot there to return. It's clear upfield. Paco bouncing off the wall. Oh, and Titch just missing. Trying to split.
Back up the follow-up and Scuba Steve. Apologize.
You guys cannot see me, but I am waving my arms in the air in utter disbelief. Steve coming out of nowhere from the back end of the field and blasting it into RK's goal.
That was beautiful. He had a yawning net on the left side of it. He took advantage of that.
Good win there by Paco and Steve. Steve cheating up a little bit.
Titch banking up the sideboard.
Ed once again clearing, getting a lot of clears this game for his team. Bouncing it off the wall. Ed bot shooting. Ooh!
Did it again.
Oh my goodness! Incredible saves there. One off the crossbar. And then one out from inside the goal.
Titch is running with it. Oh, good block. Titch was running with that ball big time.
RK with a huge save there. Driving it back towards AHC side of the field. Keeping the pressure on. Paco missing that challenge. Right now, RK struggling to maintain boost. I have watched AHC play a lot, and they have good boost control, but no, it doesn't matter in this situation. Cookie Monster flying in, taking advantage of a misplaced bump, and getting them another goal, tying it up 2-2.
So what are we playing? Best of what, Wolf?
It's best of 5, so first to 3. And right now, Amateur Hour has 1 win under their belt, which puts them in a strong position. Titch bumping a lot, getting him out of position while setting himself up. Nice shot towards goal, a little bit wide.
A lot. Oh, we got a demo.
Paco.
New word I learned this week, demo.
And boy, you'll see a lot of them. Some of them intentional, others not. Demoing is a very strategic maneuver. Sometimes it's worth it because there's a slight respawn time, probably about 1-2 seconds before a person spawns back in.
Steve's going for it. He's
Back
still
pass.
going for it.
They back pass to Titch, but they couldn't capitalize on that. Steve again challenging, winning that one. Titch flying in.
Coming up hard.
A little bit slow of a shot, not much of a challenge there to defend. RK.
Left in the match.
RK really showing up tonight, putting in a lot of work.
Yeah, absolutely. Aiden bangs it out. Aiden's walking with it. Oh, Paco steps right up, puts a shot on that off to the right a little bit. Scuba bangs it across. Shot on net. Oh, nice save. Not sure who made that save, but that was a nice save.
Paco trying to clear it again, trying to get it out towards the middle, passing towards Titch, who misses a shot. It goes wide. It's a little bit slow. Paco there for the challenge. Then it goes back out to the opposite corner. Another back pass. Steve trying to get some oomph on that one, but just couldn't
Cookie
manage
Monster
it.
bangs it close. Off the corner. Shot at, oh, little wide, little wide.
A nice chassis shot there, but again, a little
Titch
slow.
takes a shot, a little right. 5 seconds left in this match.
We might go into another overtime if there's no goal here and there. Off the crossbar! Can they push it in? No! What a save by RK!
Oh my god. That was so close. And we're going right into the match. For those of you that have PlayStation, download this game. It is fun as hell.
And look at this that ball flying in, taking advantage of an open net and a good clear by Aiden. And they get a victory, making the score now 1-1.
Doesn't matter what your record is, man. I don't care what your record is. It's like teams are going to play the way they play, and the offense and the defense don't always match up quite as well. So some weird stuff happens, right?
A lot of weird stuff happens, and I'm currently, again, sitting on the edge of my seat after every single play, every single clear, because you don't know what's going to happen. Both teams are rotating incredibly well. Both teams are having decent boost control. Granted, Amateur Hour, I believe, has a little bit more boost control. They're stealing the major boost on RK's end of the field, and they're also picking up all the pennies across the field, really limiting RK's access to that boost, which is critical in this game where you need that speed. You need to get from one end of the field to the other or get in a position for a shot. So Amateur Hour is really taking that away from them, making RK work. But right there in that game, it proves you don't always need a lot of boost to get the victory.
No, it just needs a soft touch, and sometimes it needs a hard touch, and it's just it's a fun game. Like I said, if you have PlayStation, I believe it's still a free download. Download this game. It's a lot of fun to play. You'll spend a lot of time playing it, and I don't even know how much time Titch has spent playing it, but it's been a lot of time to get to that level.
I was actually just listening to his stream, and he said it was about 1,100 hours.
Hours?
Hours.
Oh my god! Hey, Flip 0220, great to see you on here.
What's
Thanks
up,
for
Flip?
joining us tonight.
Thanks for hanging out.
Here we go. Already back in another match. So 1-1 so far, right? You said it's best of 5?
Best of 5, first to 3. Cookie Monster driving it in, bouncing it off the side post, flying into the air, but his team not there to clear it and get into the goal. Titch back passing to his Scuba. Off the post. Good attempt by Steve, but Aiden there to punish that mistake. But what a shot, taking a quick lead with 4 minutes 38 seconds left in the round.
I gotta tell you, this game, I've played it. This game is very accurate as far as the angles that you hit the ball at. It doesn't give you like gimmies. It is very accurate on what you would think the ball would do if you hit it with a car.
Yeah, the physics are pretty accurate. They've spent,
I agree.
They've spent plenty of years trying to perfect it, and it really trying to get the shot. You want to aim for the center of the ball, but at this level, it's all about angles. You really want to hit it on the side, hit it from the front left or front right of your car. It all depends on the direction you need to make it go, and it's not easy, especially as fast as these guys are going.
No, I don't think you get a true appreciation of the game until you try it, because the jump, the boost, everything else comes into play. So it's a challenging game to say the least.
Edbot trying to keep it on amateur territory, but Steve there to push it back. And it looks like AHC is taking it a little slow, where RK is keeping up the pace. They miss the block
Right
there.
on the goal. Oh, Scuba Steve buries it.
Where Aiden had punished Amateur Hour. Amateur Hour now responds with their own punishment with a missed hit.
Ball into the net. I got to give Scuba Steve some credit, man. He's been offensive and defensive dynamo on this one.
He is a powerhouse for sure. Again, Steve trying to push it up, trying to solo it there.
Aqua trying to get open for the shot.
A miss by Titch and by Aiden, allowing Amateur Hour to clear it here. And now it's a cluster F right there on RK side of the field. Everyone missing, everybody faking.
It's kind of hard to commentate sometimes when we get lost in just watching the gameplay.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, just missing the shot.
Did you really just block that one too?
It was a very good touch to redirect the ball right in the middle of the goal. Titch there, pushing it up towards the back wall, trying to get up into the air for his team to center it, but everybody's missing here. He wasn't confident. Aiden dropping the ball, passing it up to Cookie Monster, who gets it off the crossbar and tries to go for a double touch and just misses. Again, like right now, it's pressure on both sides of the field. Going for a double touch, missing it. Karn not high enough. If he had a little bit more boost, that would have been a successful one. Here's Steve trying to clear out towards middle, towards Paco. Can he hit it? No. Titch also trying to commit. That's a double commit, forcing Steve to rush back into defense, soloing against two, but he's able to knock it out towards midfield. Aiden there to return.
Bangs it up. He's running with it. It's met by Titch. Titch just says it's going the other way. I'm not having this.
Trying to 1v2. In most situations here, nice pinch back out into RK territory. Pressure still majorly on them, but it looks like Amateur is having a hard time getting it past midfield. Edbot, Aiden, and Cookie Monster really putting up a fight, and it keeps going back and forth. A little bit of tug of war here.
It is. I mean, you could tell that AHC is trying to get some openings, trying to get some passes across and stuff, and looks like RK's just interrupting that.
Yeah, really good prediction of where the ball's going to go. Good reads.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've won a lot of 50-50s against Amateur Hour. And there it is, a nice corner pass right to Cookie Monster, who was ready for it. Flying in and putting them in the lead with a score of now 2-1.
I think he just served that up to himself off the boards and buried it. That was very impressive play. Karen saying 1,100 for Steve, 1,000 for Paco, and about 1,100 for Titch. That's a lot of time.
It is a lot of time, and that when they did a combination between console and PC, it combined all their hours. So that's not just on one platform. That's on multiple platforms. And there is Steve getting bumped in the back corner there, missing it. Not able to return. He was able to get the demo, but Aiden punishing, seeing an opening for the goal.
AHC's in a 3-1 deficit with 50 seconds left remaining in Game 3 of a 1-1 tie, best of 5.
Right now, I mean, Amateur Hour looks different in this round as compared to the first. They were more aggressive in the first round and really strong defense, but now it looks like they're taking things a little bit slower. They're being a little more cautious. Probably wasn't expecting this kind of gameplay out of RK.
No, say momentum, you know, that's what happens. So Titch is gearing back.
Good rotation. Steve Paco switching it up. Just trying to ground it, get a bouncer on the ground towards the goal. But of course, RK is just there again, in their face. Not going to win this one with only 6 seconds left. But at least, maybe getting another goal, no!
Shot! Oh, nice block, my goodness.
And it's grounded, and there it is. RK getting another win, making the score now. Excuse me.
It's the 5.
Yeah, just incredible play by both teams.
That is, wow. I would like to be in Titch's earpiece right now.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine what they're saying. And RK has to be hyped. They have to be cheering for themselves right now. Just getting amped up. Where they were dragging a little bit in the first round, man. They're pulling out all stops.
They're 0-2 team. They haven't won a game yet. They have half as many goals scored as AHC, and now they're to an extent dominating a little bit in the early rounds of this match. So it's 2-1, right? It's 2-1 RK?
Yeah. This could be the game-winning match for them. Here we go, starting up with the next face-off. Titch, who
Stay
is
aggressive, or do you get conservative at this point if you're down?
do you
get aggressive?
I think at this point they have AHC plays aggressive. They don't really play conservatively. That last round is unlike them. Steve, they're just missing the shot, going wide. So they really have to apply the pressure. They have to keep the majority of the gameplay time on RK side of the field. Right off the crossbar, Steve there for a double touch, just missing it. I believe he was initially shooting.
Oh, Karen, we never count AHC out.
A nice block there by Titch, forcing it back up the field. Again, they need to keep the pressure on. Most of the time needs to be spent on the opponent's end of the field. And right now, it's just a back and forth game. Titch trying to balance the ball out, get control off the wall. But they just can't clear it. Steve trying to push it out, dribbling it, but not able to get the flip that he wants to get it over the defending player. Aiden rotating back around, knocking it back out towards mid. A fail flip there by Edbot. Scuba Steve.
Scuba bangs it out.
Off the back wall.
Oh, this is a shot on net.
Almost a bad touch by Edbot. Nice hit by Steve. Out to Paco. Can he? No! Wide open net, and it goes wide.
Nice hard shot, too.
Steve trying to keep it midfield with a light touch. Cookie Monster there to respond. Steve back out to the opposite corner. Ed with probably not an intended back pass.
Looks like Cookie's trying to dribble a little bit. Titch says, no, you're not going to dribble at all.
Oh, Steve just missing that chassis hit. Paco and Titch forced to return, and not the hit that he wanted. Flicked a little too soon. Popped up. Steve defending from the corner.
The crossbar. Yeah, it looks like Titch chopped it a little bit there.
Oh, missed shot!
Oh, Titch comes back to save it, though. Bangs it off the sideboards. Shot on that. Oh, a little high, a little wide. So they buried it into the corner where they could scrum for the ball.
Cookie Monster eager.
Titch
He's got his
it.
foot on that gas pedal, ready to just blast it
Like
into the goal.
Stop, yep. Coming to the, soft hit.
Good challenge by Edbot, keeping it out and from in front of the goal.
Bangs it up high, right by the net. Edbot's really got some good ball handling skills on this one.
He is killing it. Aiden trying to solo. Nice block by Amateur Hour. Back up into their corner. Titch trying to clear out towards mid. Missing the carry. Giving Edbot the chance to keep it on their side of the field. Still not out at midline yet. Cookie Monster racing back for defense. Nice block. Good turn on that.
Steve just burying it up front. Just trying to keep it in the opposite field of play.
3 minutes in and still no goal. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Could this be it though? Paco, with a nice.
What save!
What a nice block.
Aiden popped up on that.
Steve soloing it. Can he get it in? No, trying to read Aiden's defense. Getting a little jump there to keep it on the ground. Titch trying to push it in. No, hits it off the top of his car and it goes wide.
A bit of a pass that Titch kind of come up with in the front of the net.
Another good clear past midfield. Back out towards corner. Steve with a good read going towards goal, but two defenders there to stop the shot.
Shot on
nice
that.
read.
Oh, Titch with that block. That was beautiful.
But
shit. I thought
Steve not able to block it, sitting in goal. Cookie Monster with a nice pass off the backboard, and Edbot smashing it in past the defense, putting them up 1-0 with only 1 minute 6 seconds left. Paco with the back pass. The double commit by Titch and Steve. Trying to... kind of out of position, and Aiden punishing with a nice turnaround shot.
Must be the hat.
Must be the hat giving them... making them a little top-heavy, making that turn and bump a little bit easier. 52 seconds left. Amateur Hour down by 2. And missing, but still letting it roll in.
Buries it. Don't
Now, anyone who has played Rocket League knows 46 seconds and only 2 goals is enough time to come back.
Like 2-1, 46 seconds left. So just need 1 to tie it up, 2 to win it.
The Monster with a nice clear to the corner, bouncing it off mid. Aiden going for a shot. Open net. No one there for defense. Giving them another goal, making the score now 3-1.
That was a 7-second goal. We need to step up on that one with the AHC, so we'll see what they can do.
I have to admit it's a nice hat, yes. It is a very nice hat, Cinderella.
It is a nice hat.
A good win. It looks like everybody cheated up there, but it leaves the goal wide open and Edbot missing the aerial shot. Nice shot! Going into the goal, Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve!
Bringing it closer, making the score 3-2 with 27 seconds left. Right now, I think Amateur Hour is trying to pull out all the stops with that triple commit at face-off, leaving no one back at defense.
They can't leave anything on the table. So, you know, that was 10 seconds to score that goal. Let's see what happens in the next 10 seconds. That's what it's going to right now.
Edbot again with trying with another clear. Aiden at mid, missing it. Paco trying to run up and challenge here, keeping it on their side. Cookie Monster says, no, I want to win this game. I'm pushing it up. Getting another shot on goal with a nice flip over defense. Making the score now 4-2. What a good read.
Himself and just tailed it. All right, 10 seconds left. Let's see what AHC can do. I think they've, I'll say in a second. See it work now.
5 seconds left. Nice pinch. And try to keep it on their side, on the Amateur Hour side. 1 second, it's grounded. And that is it. RK winning the match against Amateur Hour. And a last game score 4-2. Overall, I believe, what was it? 3-1, right?
Yep.
Whew. That was intense.
Yeah, I think Amateur Hour has, to an extent, abandoned their general philosophy of aggression and backed off a little bit after seeing what RK is up to. And I think you just got to kind of play it out. You got to keep playing your game. So let's see what develops. But they've softened up a little bit on their offensive attacks because they've had to too. I mean, RK's come out hard on that, so you can't just go aggressive when you're getting shot against. And I mean, Scuba Steve can only do so much on those blocks.
Yeah, and he really started pushing forward, playing a little more offense because his drives to the goal were really solid and a bunch of times setting up his team for those shots. But as we kind of saw in the last game against Starlet Alpha, they kept making shots wide. They were just missing the mark, not really getting it on target. And unfortunately, those missed shots are what resulted in a loss. They started losing their rotation in the second match. They won the first one. They had the momentum in their corner, but then they let the rotations drop off, and they started double committing, and they started pushing a little hard at times, but then really stepping back and taking their time with some of their drives forward. And in the second round, they just couldn't get it out of their side of the field. Like, it was just constant pressure by RK Crumb Dumpster, and Amateur couldn't get it out of defensive position. They couldn't get any momentum to keep pushing and apply the pressure on their side. And in the third match, we just saw a continuation of the second one. And
yeah, I think it's just a matter of they've tasted blood. I mean, they tasted blood and they went after it. So very good aggression on RK's part. AHC's got to kind of step up and go back at it the way that they know to go back at it. Raptor, thank you so much for the bits. Much appreciated. Titch says, Grant's got a sub for me. That's what needs to happen. Titch, I don't think it's your fault, bud. It's a game. I mean, it's a team game. So
RK Crumb Dumpster had a lot of good defensive moments. I mean, their stops on goal, them flying from one corner to the other to get a save. I mean, it was impressive. Based on the stats, this is not what I even expected to see from Crumb Dumpster.
Not at all. Here's my stats.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. They're garbage. They're garbage stats. It doesn't matter. It just matters how you match up against the other team.
Yeah, they performed incredibly well on defense, and then when it counted, applied pressure on offense and punished at moments where there was bad rotation or a missed block. So good on both teams. They both had incredible moments, kept us on the edge of our seats, but this was another great match in the Indie Gaming League 3v3 circuit.
Absolutely. And I do, Cinderella, I absolutely agree with you. Somebody needs a good hat. That's what's happened.
That's what it was. Paco usually runs with I think it's I don't know, some lotus flower on his head, I think.
Okay.
I see that he's not wearing it. Maybe that's the reason why. But yeah, so that's going to conclude tonight's match between Amateur Hour Commentary and RK Crumb Dumpster. Timber, you got anything to say before we head on out?
No, thank you all for tuning in. Much appreciated. It's always nice to see everybody's names in the chat, and yeah, always great to hang with you, Wolf.
Absolutely, Timber. All right, guys, we'll probably be back next week for Week 4's match. Stay tuned. I'm going to try to announce it a little bit earlier when I get confirmation on when the date and time is, and hopefully I can schedule it. But that's going to be it for now. Thank you for tuning in. This was the Indie Gaming League 3v3 circuit match between Amateur Hour and RK Crumb Dumpster. And until next time, folks, peace.
Peace out.
Hello, all this energy. All this energy.
What's this knob do? No, wait.